Hey, and welcome to the penultimate part of my walkthrough of Bound by Evil. In the last part, we've beaten the Hold, which is uploading right now as we speak, so it should be up before this video comes out. And right now, we are entering the Forsaken Lands, which is another point of no return. And oh, now we get the Void debuffs. So these are like global debuffs that I was talking about from the end of last part. We will get permanent weakness 2, permanent slowness 1, permanent slow falling, which I already have. And monsters are more aggressive and slowly regenerate health. So by more aggressive, I mean that they are faster. They all receive swiftness. So the Emperor is very displeased now that we are absolutely doing it. Here's even more books of skill, and you know what, at this point I don't even care that much. I'm gonna go through this dialogue. Because as a solo player, at this stage, you're really getting a lot of those points. So I just get the tomes, and I kinda also wanna do the masterwork item. All right, so these are the Forsaken Lands, and this is like not really an abyss land, but more of like a dreamland. It doesn't really exist, but we need to get here to fundamentally destroy the beast and stop the abyss from doing its bad things. As you can see, the monsters are considerably faster, which, as I was talking about the last time, really makes the difficulty a lot higher, because it's mostly about speed. Like, sure, you can give your monsters a lot of damage, but first off, that always feels a bit unbalanced, and second off, that's just kind of boring. Oh, and he just destroyed himself. Unalived himself, so to speak. Because if the monsters would be just three-shooting you with, there's not that much point to it. And I'm always meaning to switch to the Ballista, but I misclicked to the Rivers of Blood. But you can see they are a lot more relentless. This buff is global to all monsters as well, so everything is faster, everything is more dangerous. And you can see that I'm eating quite a bit of damage there, but I have also got a lot tankier from all the upgrades I've received, so... Oops. And my damage is also pretty good at this point. But anyways, in the Forsaken Lands we need to activate two things. First is over here. We need to like reflect. Oh, there's an incubus in there somewhere. There he is. Ah. An impaler as well. Okay, it's a Rivers of Blood moment. Berserker as well. Yeah, those combinations of enemies are getting quite crazy. Alright. That's a lot of berserkers there. God damn. Alright, they are over. Here we can open a shortcut. Alright. Let's heal up. I can probably pop another Gapple, I have 30 of them anyway. Though I do want to save some for the last area, because the last area is quite brutal. Okay, so here are the fruits of our labor. Also, you can get an epic sword if you dig this up with the Templar. And now we need to reflect on a second thing. Because if you can go over here, but it will say the gate is locked anyway, you can see it from here. So I will not go there right now. There's also the last hideout point right here, which I'm gonna utilize right now. Because I'm gonna do some final cleanup. Let's stash all of this. You can also use this. Get our frenzy. I'm gonna probably buy some arrows. with all this money. Let's sell the spoils. I'm so rich that it doesn't matter much, but I'm gonna buy a buttload of arrows. I also think you don't need a crossbow anymore, so we can just stash it over here. And let's activate the last hideout. And just check on all the things, so that's all correct. We need one more essence to grab from this, like so. And we can craft the masterwork item. So each class has a masterwork item associated with it. I think I've changed the color coding in version 1.1. So here it's just coded by the class, but I'm not sure, but I think it's like a red or purple-ish in 1.1. But anyways, you need to make the reflections first, because there's a reflection for each class. So we will craft the Apex Predator reflection, which I've got somewhere. Oh, there. Yeah, it's the pinnacle of my achievements. And now we can use that to craft the Quiver of Endless Splinters, which just needs the reflection and arcane power and 10k. So let's get arcane power, like so. Yeah, you can see the texture just slightly different. It's just slightly different. It's like a big combined crystal, like so. And this is it. This is it. So this is what it looks like. It's like in this very purple, red, pinkish color. It's exquisite. It's pretty much one of its kind. There's no more masterwork items in the game. There's just one for each class, and that's it. So this is actually a quiver, so you equip it in your chestplate slot, but it has a better stats than this. And it also has a better effect, because it's the Quiver of Endless Splinters. My bow skills have 50% reduced reload time, and they also have 50% chance to not consume arrows. So the regular quiver just has a chance to not consume arrows, but this one also increases or decreases the cooldown for reloading. So for example, if Phantasmagoria bow has a recharge time of 0.3, it now has 0.15, so it shoots faster, shoots a lot faster. So that's why I'm buying all those arrows. It counts for ballista as well, I think. There are a couple of bows that it doesn't work for, because the cooldown is actually integral to the mechanic. For example, if you were using the repeater, which I'm not sure if I kept, I don't think I did, but the repeater is like that crossbow that shoots automatic bursts, right? With that one, it doesn't apply this effect for, because it would break the whole item. So there are a few exceptions that are kind of hidden from you. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, 2.6k, we've got plenty of arrows, 4 stacks, some gapples. I think we are ready to go, ready to rumble. So let's do the other half of Forsaken Lands. If you are playing the Templar, you can do a shortcut here, but we must take the other way. Let's try the Endless Splinters, shall we? Oh yeah, it's like a machine gun now, pretty much. I kind of want to see how the single target is gonna be. Yeah, this guy was kind of tanky. I should have tried it on him. Also keep in mind that you might run out of arrows rather soon, so be mindful of it. Yeah, I need to hit my shots first though. That would be cool. Here we have his final moments, a rare ring. And I think that's kind of similar to the Ring of Second Chance, but sure, I can equip it as well. Wait, how many fingers do I have? 4, 8, 9, 9 fingers. Okay, we can still slot in one more ring and it will still be realistic. I guess technically you can just wear multiple rings on one finger, right? But I can already imagine our character being like this jewelry rich guy with all those fancy rings on all his fingers. Okay, I'll be mindful not to use the ballista here, because that might be instant death. You gotta be very careful in this area. This area is rather funky. Oh, here we got the Arcane Impulse, which is witch only. It converts mana into health. Okay, more enemies. Ooh. Yeah, you can already see that with the Endless Splinters, you just go machine gun mode. It's not even funny. Here we got abyssal ingots, which are pretty rare. Oh, I can one-shot the armors. Ooh, that was a jewel drop. I don't need it, but it's always fun to see. Well, he just unalived himself. That was easy. Gotta be a bit careful here. Alright, also you can loot all of these barrels if you want. It's kind of fun. I think these barrels have a bit better loot. I think there's a couple in them somewhere. Oh, there's an essence actually, even better. Yeah, you can see that I pretty much forced the masterwork item upon you at this point. It's so easy to get those essences. That's by design. I wanted to make sure that everyone can get it at some point. Like if you're really searching for it and you're being mindful, then you will get it sooner. But even if you're not exploring that much, you can still get it pretty easily. Alright, here we got the assassin set, which is pretty late in the game. And yeah, it has a lot of effects, as you can see. Solid stats as well. It's all unbreakable. I'm just gonna funnel some final items into you at this point, because there's just gonna be just a few zones ahead. It's gonna be mostly rare epic items. Oh, here's the weight of my destruction. You can see all the gold. It's all the gold we dropped. What the hell was that? You're annoying me in my moments, sir. We've got the creation splitter, and this is what I was talking about, like a few unique items here and there. But nothing like game breaking at this point. I want you to kind of finish your character. The only purpose of all of these items that we are finding now is pretty much to make sure that even if you weren't exploring as much as maybe some other players, you can still go through the end game, right? So I'm gonna give you some items to buff your character. But if you're already set up like I am, which means I've paid attention to my build and I've made myself pretty powerful, it is not mandatory at all. You can just kinda slay through the end game. These are the guys where I can superbly test my new splinters. Oh yeah, look at that DPS. Alright, we can go back. And now we should be able to open the main gate. Yeah, see how fast I'm running out of arrows? I already lost 1.5 stacks. So really gotta be mindful with running the splinters. But I mean with this crazy bow, it's always fun. I just need to keep enough for the boss pretty much. Okay, here we have the final encounter of the Forsaken Lands. It's a rather intense one, so let's prepare ourselves with some gapples. Let's go. Memories. Let's go. As I said, it's quite intense. I need to get rid of him. Alright. Now it should be easy cleanup. Always gotta get rid of the Thaumaturge early on. He's buffing all of them. Alright, that was the first zone. Already lost my half a stack. Need to make sure Brilliant Brew is ready before we go too deep into this. But you can see the abyss really like reaching out of all the gates. More impalers. Okay, maybe it's time for the pull. For some additional DPS. think we can just smack these. Yeah. Ooh, gem. Here we are. We are really getting screwed here, huh? Let's get the Gapple. Okay, that was a lot of explosion damage. Okay, got rid of the Necrolord. That was some crazy reversal bot usage. Huge AoE there. Get rid of the illusions. The casters and these monsters as well. Alright. They're cleaning up. Let's get the Gapple though, just in case. Should be good to go though. Let's just smack the rest of them. I don't think there's gonna be another wave, this should be it. Oh no, there is one more. Alright. Maybe totem time? Alright. Ooh, I got some mass in my inventory. Alright, now we need the Gapple for sure. Oh, see the totem just sniping that guy? That's fun. Oh, that's some DPS right there, that's some DPS. I might need to buy even more arrows before I go to the... Before I go try the final area, goddamn. This is really eating my ammo. Okay, I'm not out of ammo. Almost. I should rely more on the melee as well. Kinda running low now. Okay, got rid of them. Oh, and the totem finished the job, I love it. Alright, that was it. Now we can finally speak to the avatar. And we can free the Avatar of Destruction. Oops, what did I do? Misclicked. Okay, so the Emperor basically kept Avatar of Destruction like in a cage. It's basically this thing we are looking at. And now we need to free it. Which was pretty much the entire goal. And the point of Avatar of Life resurrecting us. But now let's see what happens if we free it, right? Also we bug the Impaler effect there, the pentagram. Whatever. Let's look at the portal, I guess. The Avatar will open the belly of the beast for you. There is no coming back. Last hideout and vendors will be available at the beginning of the area. Oh wait, so there is one more hideout. Okay, so I was wrong. It's really been some time since I played the whole campaign. Alright, we just freed the Avatar of Destruction. You can see the paints are gone. And now that Avatar of Life has kinda abandoned us for his brother, like canonically we lose our resurrection powers, so you're kinda meant to die here. But since we are the heroes of this story, we deserve better. But the Emperor is really giving it all he's got now. Used his last remaining powers to summon this whole Nightmare Vision. Gotta be careful, this area is yet again very perilous. It's very easy to fall and die here. I will also try to spare my arrows. Where possible. Okay, don't knock me out. Oh, hell. Wait, that was really close. So I try to whittle this guy down with the spear. Alright. Couple time. Ouch. Ooh, there was some sniper right there. Let's get another one. I think it's like 2 spears to kill them. Oh, 3 actually. Oh, there's the Abyssal Hands as well. Let's dwindle them down, alright. Just be a bit careful here, be a bit careful. This is one of the tricky areas to traverse. Here you have to do a little slide like so. And finally get rid of this last berserker. Who is pretty hungry to get us, honestly. One more hit. And he's down. And here we go. Back to the real world. Or as real as it gets, I guess. Alright, we are in the belly of the beast. The beast basically swallowed us. And this area is pretty dark, so I really recommend having night vision here, which I don't have. So that's kind of a fumble on my part. Yeah, you can really die easily here. You can get trapped in the mud like so gotta be careful. In the belly of the beast there's like a lot of this corrupted ground, which you have to be mindful of because you cannot jump in it. So there's another Thaumaturge and I'm running low on ammo. So I think I'm gonna just kinda snipe him with the ballista. Oh, I'm getting axes thrown at me. Okay, we gotta get rid of the Impaler. That hurt. That hurt. Brew time. Hey, you cannot even get back from here. This is bad. Okay, totem time. Okay, I'm somehow alive, but this is getting really out of hand. Okay, there was hopefully some huge DPS there. But I really need to kill the Thaumaturge. Oh, I'm dying. And I'm actually dead. Wow. Yeah, I just walked into a lot of unfortunate circumstances there. I'm also running low on ammo, so that's kind of keeping the beast in check, you know? The Thaumaturge is dead. Come on, fire! Fire! And I missed. Or I think I missed. Yeah, I think it was mainly the Impalers that kind of screwed me over. Also, I cannot see much. I need to get into a better area. Wow. Yeah, as I said, the belly of the beast, that's quite a power spike. Or more so difficulty spike, I should say. Oh, did you see the transparency on that Impaler? That was pretty cool looking. Finally, he's dead. Let's get rid of the Calamity. It's gone. And finally we can cross. It's the River of Hell. Oh wait, there's one more. No, it's the same guy, he just has 1 HP. Alright, whew. Okay, yeah, that was messy. We got some rare materials. Oh, actually a night vision potion, I'm using that. It's really useful in the belly of the beast. Enemies. Let's try to save some ammo. Just launch the spear. Damn, it really feels like the spear doesn't do that much damage at this point. It's kinda weird. Kinda got outclassed by the other bows. Alright, some heals. And here we've got our last vendor point, so let's just sell all of my spoils. Or most of them. I'm gonna keep a few so I can keep the hotbar filled. And get a lot of arrows, so let's start clicking. Alright. A few more, let's buy Let's fill the stack. Arrows like so. Yeah, like this. This is better. You can also sell the jewel. 10k. Get rid of that. And yeah, we should be good to go. So anyways, here I'm gonna end this part. And in the last part, we are finally gonna beat Bound by Evil. So see you in the belly of the beast and the final boss.